Have you heard of the Coolcation? With summer temperatures soaring higher every year, travelers are ditching the sweltering, crowded beach resorts and heading north to beat the heat. And at the absolute top of that list, Iceland. Welcome back to Destinations by D. Today we are doing a deep dive into the ultimate summer escape. If you've been dreaming of midnight sun, otherworldly landscapes, and trading extreme heat waves for crisp, refreshing glacier breezes, this is the video for you. We are going to cover everything you need to know for the perfect Icelandic summer road trip. The top sights, the most visually stunning places to stay along the ring road, what to pack, and crucial travel tips to make your trip flawless. Near the end of the video, we have a bonus for you guys. Stick around, it is epic. Grab a notebook because we are packing a lot into this one. Like, subscribe, and hit that bell. Our Iceland essentials are linked in the description below, such as hiking boots, coats, GoPros, Insta360s, outdoor-friendly clothes, and travel hack items. Check them out. First things first. Why go to Iceland in the summer? Aside from the perfect 50 to 60 degree Fahrenheit weather, summer unlocks a completely different side of the island. Number 1 is the midnight sun. From late May to early August, it virtually never gets dark. This is a game changer for avoiding crowds. You can visit the most popular waterfalls at 11 p.m. in broad daylight and have them entirely to yourself. Summer is also the only time you get to see two of Iceland's most colorful residents. June and July bring massive, endless fields of bright purple Alaskan lupines that cover the landscape. It is an absolute dream for photography. And, of course, the Atlantic puffins. From May to mid-August, millions of these adorable birds nest on the coastal cliffs. Trust me, seeing them in person is a bucket list moment. Part 1. Top things to see and do. Iceland is famous for the Ring Road, the 821-mile highway that circles the entire country. While you need about 10 to 14 days to comfortably drive the whole thing, let's talk about the absolute must-see highlights you have to include in your itinerary. We are breaking it down region by region so you can plan the perfect route. Just FYI, you'd need a few trips back to see all that Iceland has to offer. This itinerary is what we think are the best places to see on your first trip to Iceland. Leave a comment below which places are your favorite out of the ones we mention, or if there are ones you would love to visit we missed. Let us know in the comments. Also, so sorry in advance for pronunciations. We tried. Reykjavik and the Great Lagoon debate. Before we hit the open road, let's talk about your starting point. You will fly into Keflavik International Airport, which is about 45 minutes outside of the capital city, Reykjavik. I highly recommend spending your first day shaking off the jet lag right here before you start driving the ring road. Reykjavik is incredibly safe, highly walkable, and packed with charm. You have to stroll up the famous brightly painted Rainbow Street, grab an artisanal coffee, and take the elevator to the top of Hallgrímskirkja, the iconic church inspired by Iceland's basalt columns, for the best panoramic view of the city. But of course, the biggest question everyone asks when landing in Iceland is, which geothermal lagoon should I visit? Let's break down the two heavy hitters so you can choose the right vibe for your Coolcation. First up, the Blue Lagoon. This is the classic bucket list Iceland experience. Located conveniently right near the airport, it is the perfect stop immediately after you land or right before you fly home. The water is a stunning opaque milky blue thanks to the high silica content, which is incredible for your skin. You can swim right up to an in-water mask bar to apply a white silica mud mask and grab a green juice or a glass of wine at the swim-up bar. It is massive, iconic, and an absolute must-do at least once. Pro tip, you must book this weeks in advance, especially in the summer, as it sells out daily. Next is the Sky Lagoon. If you want a more elevated, moody, and aesthetic experience, this is your spot. Located just 15 minutes from downtown Reykjavik, this newer lagoon features a massive 230-foot infinity edge that drops off directly into the North Atlantic Ocean. The design mimics a natural turf house built into dark volcanic cliffs. The absolute highlight here is the 7-step ritual, which takes you through a glass-walled sauna overlooking the ocean, a cold plunge, a sea salt scrub, and a steam room. It feels incredibly luxurious and is a fantastic way to unwind under the midnight sun. Honestly, if you have time and budget, do both. Do the Blue Lagoon on the way from the airport and save the Sky Lagoon for a relaxing evening while you are staying in Reykjavik. Number 1. The Golden Circle and surrounding wonders. This is the classic introductory route, just a short drive from Reykjavik, but we are going beyond the basic stops. First up, Thingvellir National Park. You'll walk through the Amanagau Gorge, literally standing between the North American and Eurasian tectonic plates. This is also where Iceland's open-air parliament was founded all the way back in 930 AD. But you don't just have to walk between the continents. Just a stone's throw from that historic gorge is the Silfra Fissure, where you can actually snorkel through the very gap where the earth has torn open. Hakadalur Geothermal Valley, home to Stokkor, a hyperactive geyser that blasts boiling water up to 100 feet into the air every 6 to 10 minutes. Keep your camera ready on continuous shoot mode. Gullfoss Waterfall, a massive 2-tiered golden waterfall that drops 105 feet into a rugged canyon. In the summer, the mist creates constant, brilliant rainbows. And finally, Cario Crater, a stunning 3,000-year-old volcanic crater lake. The contrast between the neon red volcanic rock and the vivid aquamarine water at the bottom is an absolute dream for video B-roll. Number 2, the South Coast. Waterfalls, canyons, and black sands. Driving east along the south coast, the landscape transitions into dramatic basalt cliffs, massive glaciers, and roaring cascades. Seljalandsfoss, a striking 200-foot waterfall where you can actually walk completely behind the water veil. Pro tip, just a 10-minute walk down a hidden path from here is Glíðarfjallsárlón, a secret waterfall tucked away inside a narrow canyon cliff. Prepare to get soaked, but it is 100% worth it. Next is Skagafoss, one of the biggest and most symmetrical waterfalls in Iceland. If you climb the 527 steps to the top, you get a breathtaking view of the coastline and the start of the famous Fimmvörðuháls Trail. Next is the Draugahalli Peninsula, a massive black arch stretching into the ocean. In the summer, this is a prime nesting ground for thousands of Atlantic puffins. You can get incredibly close to them on the cliff tops. Next is Reynisfjara Beach, the famous black sand beach flanked by towering geometric basalt columns that look like a giant pipe organ. Just remember the safety rule here. Keep your eyes on the water. This beach is famous for lethal sneaker waves that rush up much higher than the rest, so never turn your back to the ocean. And finally, Fjallsárlón Canyon, located just past the village of Vik. This is a spectacular 300-foot deep serpentine canyon, carpeted in vibrant green summer moss. Walk the panoramic trail along the rim for some of the most surreal views on the island. Number 3, the Southeast. Glaciers and diamond beaches. As you edge into the southeast, you run parallel to Vatnajökull, Europe's largest ice cap by volume. Fjallsárlón Glacier Lagoon. This is arguably the crown jewel of Iceland. Massive chunks of ancient glowing blue ice break off the tongue of the Friðheimar Glacier and float through a serene lagoon. You can take a Zodiac boat tour to glide right alongside icebergs that are thousands of years old. Next is Diamond Beach. Directly across the road from the lagoon, the tide washes those same ice chunks up onto a stark black sand beach. They glisten like giant raw diamonds against the dark sand in the summer sun. Fjallsárlón Glacier Lagoon, a smaller, much quieter alternative to Fjallsárlón, just a few minutes away. It is less crowded and gives you a much closer, dramatic view of the massive glacier wall calving directly into the water. Finally, Stakksnes Peninsula and Vestrahorn Mountain. Located near the town of Puffin, this is a photographer's paradise. The dramatic, jagged peaks of Vestrahorn rise sharply out of black sand dunes, covered in bright green summer grasses, often reflecting perfectly in a thin layer of tidal water. Number 4, the North. Raw power and geothermal gems. As you continue along the ring road into North Iceland, the landscape shifts dramatically into a rugged, highly active geothermal wonderland. If you love natural hot springs and massive waterfalls, this region is unforgettable. First up, Dettifoss. Prepare to be humbled. This is the most powerful waterfall in all of Europe. The sheer volume of milky gray glacial water crashing into the canyon is deafening, and you can literally feel the ground shaking beneath your feet. Pro tip, there are 2 roads to access it. The west side, Route 862, is completely paved and easier for standard rental cars, while the east side, Route 864, is a rougher gravel road but gets you much closer to the edge of the falls. Next, Krafla Vidi Crater. Just past the Lake Mavatin area, you'll find this massive explosion crater. Viti translates to hell, but it is actually breathtaking. The crater is filled with an opaque, vibrant teal-blue lake, surrounded by red volcanic earth and steaming vents. It's an easy walk from the parking lot right to the crater's rim, and the colors look completely surreal on camera. Next up, Guafoss, Waterfall of the Gods. Sitting right on the ring road, this is one of Iceland's most spectacular and historically significant waterfalls. It's shaped like a wild horseshoe, and unlike the milky water of Dettifoss, Guafoss runs a brilliant, clear aquamarine blue. It is incredibly accessible with flat walking paths on both sides. And finally, Fjallsárlón Hot Spring. We have to include a hidden gem. While the Blue Lagoon is great, sitting in a completely natural, undeveloped hot spring is a true Icelandic experience. Tucked away in a grassy meadow in the Skagafjörður region, Fjallsárlón is a natural thermal pool built right on the banks of a roaring river, just steps away from the Reykjafoss waterfall. There are no changing rooms or facilities, just you, the warm water, and nature. Number 5, marine wildlife puffins and the Snæfellsnes Peninsula. Summer is peak season for Iceland's diverse marine life, making it the perfect time for unforgettable wildlife encounters. Next is Hafnarhólmi Puffin Colony. If seeing puffins up close is on your bucket list, you have to drive out to this tiny harbor in East Iceland. Every summer, around 10,000 pairs of Atlantic puffins nest here. Thanks to a carefully designed series of wooden boardwalks and viewing platforms, it is widely considered the safest and most accessible place in the entire country to watch them. You can get incredibly close to these adorable birds and watch them crash land with beaks full of fish, all without disturbing their burrows. Next is Húsavík, the whale-watching capital. If you make it up to the north of the island along the Ring Road, a traditional wooden boat tour out of Húsavík is a must. Summer brings a 98% success rate for spotting humpback whales, orcas, minke whales, and white-beaked dolphins. Next, the Snæfellsnes Peninsula, Iceland in miniature. If you don't have time for the full Ring Road, this western peninsula has a bit of everything. Head to Grundarfjörður or the surrounding fjords for world-class whale watching. Summer is peak season to spot massive pods of wild, majestic orcas chasing herring close to the shore. And finally, Kirkjufell, while on the peninsula you'll see the iconic arrow-shaped mountain paired with the beautiful Kirkjusfoss waterfall. It's one of the most photographed spots in all of Europe, and in the summer it's framed beautifully by blooming purple lupines. Part 2. Where to stay along the Ring Road. Now, let's talk accommodations. When you are spending all day out in the rugged, wild elements, coming back to a beautifully designed, comfortable space makes all the difference. The aesthetic in Iceland leans heavily into minimalist, Nordic design that intentionally blurs the line between the indoors and the outdoors. Whether you want sleek boutique hotels or the unforgettable experience of sleeping under a glass roof, here are some of the most striking places to stay along your road trip. Number 1. The Retreat at Blue Lagoon, Southwest. If you want to start or end your trip with ultimate unparalleled luxury, this is it. It features stark, beautiful architecture built directly into an 800-year-old lava flow. The suites are stunning, and many give you a private lagoon right off your terrace. It is the perfect place to decompress after a long flight. 2. The 5 Million Star Hotel. Bubble. You cannot talk about Icelandic accommodations without mentioning the famous Bubble hotels. These are completely transparent, climate-controlled spheres tucked deep into the forest. While they are famous for northern lights viewing in the winter, doing this in the summer is entirely different. You get to fall asleep directly beneath the glowing midnight sun. Surrounded by lush summer greenery and chirping birds, it is a completely immersive nature experience. Number 3. Eon Adventure Hotel, Golden Circle. This property is an architectural masterpiece. It looks like a sleek, brutalist spaceship has just landed right in the middle of a vibrant, moss-covered lava field. It features an incredible heated outdoor thermal pool nestled into the landscape, and the Northern Lights Bar, which features double-height, wraparound glass windows for panoramic views of the volcanic landscape. Number 4. Panorama Glass Lodge, South Coast, Hella. If you want the glass roof experience but with high-end luxury, you have to book the Panorama Glass Lodge. These are individual private cabins where the entire sleeping area is constructed of heavy-duty glass. You are quite literally sleeping under the sky. Each lodge has its own private hot tub, and the views out over the Hekla volcano and the vast Icelandic tundra are completely unobstructed. It is highly romantic and highly photogenic. Number 5. Umi Hotel, South Coast. Nestled right at the foot of the famous Eyjafjallajökull volcano, this boutique hotel is design perfection. It's incredibly sleek, quiet, and uses a lot of dark wood and concrete. It offers uninterrupted views of the rugged southern coastline on one side and towering glaciated mountain peaks on the other. Number 6. Foss Hotel Glacier Lagoon, Southeast. Located perfectly as a base camp for your Diamond Beach and Fjallsárlón visit, this hotel uses large-scale windows, raw wood, and natural textures to create a highly aesthetic, moody vibe. It feels incredibly cozy and warm on the inside, but the massive windows make you feel like you are still sitting out in the wild. And number 7, Foss Hotel Mývatn, North Island. If you are driving the full ring road up into the north, you have to stay here. Designed by award-winning architects, this hotel features a sweeping grass roof that makes it look like it's literally sprouting out of the earth. The massive floor-to-ceiling windows overlook Lake Mývatn and the surrounding pseudo-craters. It's the ultimate peaceful summer retreat in the north. Part 3. Essential travel tips and what to know. Alright, let's get into the logistics. Traveling in Iceland is extremely safe and generally easy, but it requires some specific preparation. Here is what you need to know before you go. Tip number 1, the dining scene. Iceland has some amazing food, but a huge tip here, skip the stuffy fine dining. You do not need to pack formal clothes for dinner. The best way to experience Icelandic food is through its casual, family-friendly spots. Food halls in Reykjavik are incredibly popular, very laid back, and offer a wide variety of cuisine so everyone in your group gets what they want. Also, if you or your travel companion eat a vegetarian diet, you will be wonderfully surprised. Iceland is very progressive with its food, and almost every casual bistro and cafe has fantastic, clearly marked vegetarian options. A must-visit on the Golden Circle is the Friðheimar tomato greenhouse. You sit right among the vines in a very casual, warm setting and eat endless bowls of incredible vegetarian tomato soup and fresh bread. Tip 2. Packing. Functional over fashion. Leave the high heels and stiff jeans at home. Iceland is all about activewear. You want to pack high-quality athletic separates, flexible joggers, and bike shorts for layering. The weather changes every 5 minutes, so the secret is layers. Always have a waterproof and windproof outer shell on hand. For footwear, you don't necessarily need massive, heavy hiking boots unless you are doing multi-day glacier treks. A really solid pair of trail running shoes with good grip will serve you perfectly for the gravel paths around the waterfalls and viewpoints. Tip number 3. Driving and F-roads. Renting a car is the best way to see the country at your own pace. The main ring road is completely paved and very easy to navigate. However, you will see signs for F-roads. These are unpaved, extremely rugged mountain roads that lead into the highlands. By law, you are only allowed to drive on F-roads if you have a 4x4 vehicle. If you just have a standard rental car, stick to the main roads to avoid massive fines and getting stuck. Tip number 4. Download the Parka app for parking. Almost all the major tourist sites, waterfalls, and national parks in Iceland now charge a small parking fee. There are no physical gates. Instead, cameras scan your license plate when you drive in and out. Do not ignore these. If you leave without paying, the fee goes directly to your rental car company and they will slap a hefty administrative surcharge on top of it. To make this seamless, download the app called Parka before your trip. You just load in your rental car's license plate and your credit card, and you can easily pay for parking across the country right from your phone. Tip number 5. Staying connected. Ditch the physical SIM card. You need reliable data in Iceland for GPS navigation and checking the daily weather alerts. But don't waste time hunting down a physical SIM card in the airport. Instead, purchase an eSIM like Olafly a few days before you leave. You simply scan a QR code and your phone will instantly connect to the local Icelandic networks the second your plane lands. It is infinitely cheaper than paying your home carrier's international roaming fees, and it keeps your trip completely hassle-free. Tip number 6. Conquering the midnight sun. The midnight sun is amazing for sightseeing, but it can completely wreck your sleep schedule if you aren't prepared. Your body won't naturally release melatonin when it looks like high noon at midnight. First, take advantage of the late hours. Go to the most popular waterfalls at 10 p.m. when the tour buses are gone. But when it's time to sleep, you have to force the environment. Most Icelandic hotels have excellent blackout curtains, but always pack a high-quality contoured sleep mask just in case. Set a strict wind-down alarm on your phone to remind yourself to start getting ready for bed. Otherwise, you'll look up and realize you've been hiking until 1 in the morning. And the bonus, chasing fire, how to see an active volcano. Okay, you guys, I could not wrap up an Iceland guide without talking about the ultimate, literal wild card of the island, the volcanoes. Iceland is the land of fire and ice, and in recent years, the Reykjanes Peninsula, which is right by the airport, has been incredibly active. If a fissure erupts while you are visiting, it is the opportunity of a lifetime to see fresh, glowing earth being created right in front of your eyes. But you have to do it safely. You cannot just drive your rental car up to a lava flow. If there is an active eruption during your trip, here are the 2 best ways to experience it. Number 1, guided volcano hikes. If the authorities deem an eruption site safe for the public, local operators will immediately open up guided walking tours. Do not do this alone. You want to book with a certified local guide. The terrain out to these eruption sites is often newly formed, jagged, and unpredictable. More importantly, the wind can shift invisible toxic gases very quickly. A certified guide carries gas monitors, knows exactly where the safe viewing ridges are, and provides you with crampons or headlamps if needed. With the endless daylight of summer, doing an evening hike out to see the glowing red lava is a surreal, unforgettable adventure. Number 2, the ultimate splurge, a helicopter tour. If you want the absolute best view without the grueling hike, or if the ground area is closed off for safety, booking a scenic helicopter flight is the ultimate flex. These flights take off right from the domestic airport in downtown Reykjavik. Within 15 minutes, you are hovering directly over the crater, looking straight down into the boiling cauldron of lava. It is a massive bucket list splurge, but the sheer scale and the aerial perspective of the glowing rivers cutting through the black rock is something you will never, ever forget. A quick safety note: eruptions are completely unpredictable. Always check safetravel.is daily during your trip. If an area is closed, respect the signs. The lava will still look amazing from the air, or you can watch it safely from a designated viewpoint. A summer coolcation in Iceland is quite literally a breath of fresh air. Between the midnight sun, the vibrant lupines, the puffins, and the sheer scale of the waterfalls, it is a place that makes you feel like you've stepped onto another planet. Whether you are watching orcas breach in the northern fjords or just relaxing in a gorgeous, architecturally stunning hotel after a day of exploring, Iceland delivers on every front. If this video helped you plan your coolcation, please hit that like button and make sure you are subscribed to Destinations by D so you never miss an itinerary. Let me know in the comments, what are you most excited to see in Iceland? The puffins, the glaciers, or the midnight sun? Keep exploring, travel safe, and I will see you in the next one.